It's Week 18 of the 2024 season. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Vikings and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And his first pass is incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Back to throw. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. From way downtown, pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Off the play fake. Hooker, he'll buy some time right. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. They'll run again with Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Cousins.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Throwing is Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw again. Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is inside the 25. They will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Detroit back in possession of the football. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rolling to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Cousins again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Hooker. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He gets it to Addison. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins now. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 6 yards away. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hooker finds Gibbs on the check down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Patterson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Hooker. And incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Off play action. Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They go play action. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
2nd and 2.
Cousins to throw it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now they'll run it with Gibbs.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow. To throw is Cousins. Looking deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Looking to throw. Hooker, he finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Hooker.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hooker.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And Gibbs has it.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Hooker. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 17 yards out.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Again, it's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Kirby Joseph.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now run by Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Hooker.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions' 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
81 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And quickly they get to the line.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hooker. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They go play action. Cousins. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.